Colton Hallabuk. I recently took a survey online titled, "How much of a millennial are you?" to see how much I truly fit the stereotype of someone from my generation. Well, I scored a 97%, meaning that I send over 50 texts a day, I haven't read a newspaper in the last week, and I have accounts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, and Vine. The only question keeping me from a perfect score was the fact that I've yet to get a tattoo. But I didn't just take this survey to get a good chuckle. I wanted to better understand how society portrays an average member of my generation, the current generation at Juniata College. Because as each generation filters in and out of colleges across the nation, different challenges are presented which require the institution to adapt in order to best prepare students for the real world. Adaptation is nothing new to Juniata. Our student-centered philosophy of education has always set us apart from other institutions by making curricular adjustments based on distinct student needs, aspirations, and cultural backgrounds. But now the question is, what challenges do the millennials bring to Juniata that require us to adapt in order to best prepare us for the 21st century? One recurring issue that is common on any Google search regarding millennials is a discussion over our poor writing skills. And while some are blaming the daily practice of our informal, fractured writing through texting, others are pointing fingers at colleges. Forbes puts it quite bluntly with an article titled, "For 100K, you would at least think college grads could write." As a writing center tutor and college writing lab assistant here at Juniata, I argue that the millennials here today have the potential to put articles like these to shame if we change our mentalities towards writing. With what you learn here tonight, I hope you will see that in order to address the millennial writing crisis and in order to enhance Juniata's student-centered distinctiveness, we, the millennials, need to step up and take ownership in our role. This is the only way we will be able to enhance our distinction in writing and ensure Juniata's success for the future. Today's millennial writing crisis is forcing employers to seriously question what type of education students are getting. In a recent survey by the Association of American Colleges and Universities, 80% of employers said colleges should focus more on written communication because the skills they've seen in recent college grads are not impressive, and it's getting progressively worse. This should alarm us all, for we risk damaging Juniata's reputation when employers see our degree on the resume of the new hire who can't write. According to the Journal of the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning, our generation struggles with writing due to the vast difference in perception between students and professors. Over here, we have our millennials, who often see writing as a laborious, dreaded exercise of attempting to place their thoughts on paper and as merely becoming a master of spelling, citation format, and grammar. While over here, we have our professors who understand that writing encompasses creative inspiration, problem solving, reflection, and tangible evidence of critical thinking. It's for these reasons that our generation has become distinct for bad writing. As you can see, being distinct isn't always a good thing, so we need to ensure that Juniata students stand out from the crowd with a reputation for being strong writers. And Juniata is trying to do that. I recently sat down with my supervisor at the Writing Center, Carol Peters, to further understand how Juniata's distinct, student-centered approach to education has influenced our writing curriculum. Writing-wise, to graduate from Juniata, you need to pass our introductory writing instruction course, the College Writing Seminar. This required course was traditionally only a semester long, but we, the millennials, changed that. In 2008, Juniata offered for the first time ever a year-long version of the course due to the increase of students who needed more time to develop their writing skills. Also, to get your Juniata degree, you need to take at least 2 other courses labeled Writing Intensive. Recently, the faculty who teach these courses took the initiative to revise their syllabi with more writing instruction. It was evident throughout my conversation with Professor Peters that Juniata recognizes our generation is struggling and is committed to improve our writing. The faculty is clearly holding up their side of the bargain. But let's be real, it takes two to tango. The faculty can't be the only ones striving for change. They can increase the quantity of writing we do all they want, but if we millennials aren't playing our role in these student-centered efforts, then Juniata will never be able to truly enhance the distinctiveness of its writing curriculum. So Juniata millennials, listen up, because this speech isn't for the trustees, administrators, or the faculty. This one's for you. We are just as much of Juniata as everyone else, and our role cannot be left out when discussing plans to enhance the college's distinctiveness. So my fellow students, we can no longer resist writing. We need to change our mentality, for writing is the pathway to occupational success. The National Commission on Writing reports that 120 major American corporations agreed that writing is the threshold skill for hiring and promotion. And on the flip side, poor writing is the kiss of death. So, no more eye rolls when a professor hands out a writing prompt. No more writing papers half-assed and thinking we're done with it forever. And no more thinking that we won't have to write after college. We need to see writing as more than just spelling and grammar practice. We spent all of high school preparing for Juniata, and now we must spend our time here for the real world. And if we let writing fall through the cracks, we're not only making ourselves just like every other millennial out there, but we're making Juniata just like any other college. Students, Juniata has put the ball on our court. It's time to make our writing shine. We, the millennials, must step up and take ownership in our role of Juniata's writing curriculum. And when we are alums, representing our education through strong writing, it is then that Juniata's success will be ensured for the future. So, back to that survey. Yeah, I'm a 97% stereotypical millennial. And hey, maybe one day I'll get that tattoo and bump it up to 100. But guess what else I am? I am a 100% Juniata student, soon to be a 100% Juniata alum, and I have never been more proud. And I want not only myself, but for every student who passes through this institution to represent our beloved home to the best that they can through their writing. The millennial writing crisis is neither controversial nor a myth. It's real, and it's making it difficult for our generation to thrive in the professional world. Juniata's distinct, student-centered philosophy has helped our writing curriculum, but now it's time for the students to step up. If we, the millennials of Juniata College, can change our mentality towards writing from resistance to practice, then we can and will keep Juniata around for years to come as the beautiful small liberal arts college in central Pennsylvania who produces some of the strongest writers this world has seen.